put the recorder on for a minute, and I'm going to let you know that I'm Jane Mark, and I'm the president of So Cool Inc. What we're going to do today is go over the major parts of So Cool. My partner Phil is sitting at the chat box, and he will answer questions for you all throughout the webinar. So even while I'm talking, you can type your question in the chat box, and Phil will be happy to answer it for you. Okay, before we actually start on the So Cool webinar, I want to ask you a couple of questions. So let's start with these are general marketing questions, and what I want you to do is shoot the answer into the chat box, and Phil will give me some of the answers. So we'll see how good you are, all you professional marketers out there. Okay, so here's question one. What are the two very important characteristics that you need to run a business online? What two very important characteristics would you say that you need to run a business online? I have two in mind, but don't be shy. Put down the ones you think are the most important, and then we'll see what answers we get. So the question again is, what are the two important characteristics that you need to run a business online? Give me some answers. A what? A list. Absolutely, that's good. Not exactly a characteristic, though. That's a tool. Give me another one. Leads and great ads. Again. Oh, great attitude. Oh, I love that. Very important. Great attitude. Leads are very important, but again, you get those through a tool. I'm looking for characteristics. Great attitude, upbeat, never quit, that kind of thing. Absolutely right. Oh, you got my question. Somebody got both question one and two almost. Almost. Okay, who got that? And okay, what did he say? Persistence and commitment. So definitely persistence is one of the words I use all the time. Commitment is absolutely critical. Two very good answers. Without those, it is very hard to run a business online. You do not want to give up anytime. At any time, you do not want to give up. That's persistence. And you've got to keep going. What else we have? Yup, perseverance, commitment, honesty, and sincerity, all absolutely critical to running an online business. All right, so my answers were patience, which nobody got quite, and persistence. All of your other answers, by the way, were great. But patience is also, I think people leave that out, because particularly a lot of emails I get is, I've been a member of this list for a day and a half, and I'm not getting a result. And I take a deep breath before I answer, and I always try to answer with some helpful tips. But guys, running a business and building a business is not instant coffee. You need to build it. You need to build a relationship with your list. So that's why I'm saying patience is very important. Okay, so question two is sort of on the same grounds, and you almost got it, but not quite. So here's the question. What is the number one characteristic you need when promoting a website you own or an affiliate site that you're a member of? What is the number one, I don't know if characteristic, I'm going to use characteristic, but what is the number one characteristic you need when you're promoting either your own website or an affiliate website? Anybody just shoot out some ideas? You need to do this all the time. So what is it that you need? What is it? What's the characteristic that will make you a successful marketer when you're promoting your own website or your own affiliate site? Oh, I think I'm stumping you on this one. Did I get any answers, P? This is a tough one. It's an interesting one, though. So I'll give you one more shot. What? Give me some answers that we're getting from you guys. Positive approach. Very good. Not the one I had in mind, but very important. Integrity, genuineness. Yes, some of those came in under the first one, and you're absolutely right. But enthusiasm, very important. Mindset, yes. You have to have I call it having a million dollar mindset. You got to have that. If you think you can make a million, you can make a million. If you think you can make 10 million, I guarantee you can do it. Motivation. All good answers, but here's what I was getting at with promotions, which is a little bit different than just general characteristics. You need to be consistent. Consistency. Now, what do I mean by consistency? One thing I mean by consistency, which probably many of you already know, is that you can't just send out an ad once and expect people to respond to it. You need to promote whatever you're promoting at least 5 or 6 times to the same audience before they really start to take a serious look if they don't know you. Now, if you have your own list and they know you, that's not always true. But there's another part. So you want to take your promotion and you want to get it out over and over again. You don't just want to shoot it out once and then it doesn't work and you say, oh my God, nobody liked my product. Not necessarily true, but they may need to see it a few times, at least 4 or 5, and sometimes as much as 7, before they either get on your list or buy it or take an action. But there's another kind of consistency that some of you may not have thought of. And what that is, and I do it pretty regularly. First of all, if you're using mailing lists, you need to use them. Do not let them sit and idly by and don't use them. For example, when we go into the members area of So Cool, for those of you who are silver members or higher, you can email your list of trackers every 3 days. You should be doing that. There should not be a day on the 3rd day that you do not have contact with your list, because they expect your emails or information or free report or whatever you're sending them. You need to establish a routine with your list. My lists know that I'm like nuts, and I mail out in the morning. Early morning, sometimes as early as 6:30 my time, and then sometimes as late as 8 o'clock in the morning. But you know what? I mail my lists every day. They're not going to be interested in everything I send out, but at least I have contact with them every single day, and I am very consistent about it. So if you can establish your own rules, if you only want to mail your list, say once every 4 or 5 days, let them know that. Expect to hear from me once every 4 or 5 days. Then they look forward to when they know that you're going to promote to them or mail to them or give them information or whatever. So most people don't think about that, and they join a lot of lists to mail to, and then they forget to mail to them. Do not forget to mail to your lists, your own or other people's lists that you belong to. Okay, last question, then we're going to go in and do the demo. If you go into the members area of So Cool, you're going to, especially if you're new, you're going to look around and say, oh my God, there's so much here. Yes, there's a lot of things you can do with So Cool, but actually there are 3 most important things, and this is really a question for those of you who've been members of SoCool, and there are a number of you here today. What are the three most important tools to use at SoCool? Three most important tools. Shoot them up on the chat box where Phil is, and let's see if you can get the absolute, what I consider the three most important tools. You may come up with something different, but I consider that there are three parts of SoCool without which you cannot live, and and things that you should be doing every single day. Every single day. What is it? What should you be doing every single day at SoCool? I'll give you a hint. One is not every single day. It's every 3 days. So that's a giveaway, guys, because I was just talking about that. But the other two you should be doing daily, every single day. Let me see if I get any answers, and then I won't keep you in suspense for too much longer. Who's got the three most important tools at SoCool? By the way, for those of you who came early and we were talking about SOKINs, which auto-build your list, I want you, after this webinar at some other time, go into the training area of SoCool. I'm going to log in now while you're... Who got to them? What are they? Colette got it? Okay, posting on SockWall. That's absolutely one of the most important things. We're going to demo it today. What's the second one? Nancy got mailing your list every 3 days. That's it. One of the second, or there's no particular order. Those two are extremely important. Okay, we're waiting for one more. I'm going to give you a hint. You can make a post on this and get your message in front of 1.4 million people every single day. What is it? What's it called? Where should you be posting every single day? Oh, somebody got it. Cool Wall. Charles got it? Oh, good one. Okay, so three most important things. Phil, can you now put up the along link so people can see? Three most important things. Mail, if you are an upgraded member of SoCool, meaning silver or above, you are able to mail your list every 3 days. I'm going to do that for you and show you how to do it in a minute. If you're an upgraded member of SoCool Silver above, you can use SockWall. I'm going to show you why that is so important. And you can post on Cool Wall. You can do a lot of other things too, but those are the important ones. So let's log in. This is my account. And just a refresher for people, I'm going to click on my posted page. This is my list. I have a list of 18,675 members at SoCool. SoCool has about 110,000 members. So I have a good list there. I don't have a list of everybody, but I have a nice big list. I get to email them every 3 days. So if you guys are silver members, you start off, we give you a list of 500 people. Right out of the bat. That's not a small list. Believe me, it takes a long time. We actually add members in the area of your targeted choice when you signed up. And if you'll see later on when we go over the bonus, if you want a 3-year membership at SoCool for a silver membership price, we're going to give you 1,000 members to start with. And of course, gold members get 1,500 to a list. It's a real list that you can email. And founders get 3,000. So how do you email that list? I don't care whether you have the number reading here 10. Well, 10 you won't probably not upgraded, so you can't. Let's say this reads 510 and you're a silver member. You want to be emailing that group of people every 3 days. And you don't want to start off with an ad. You want to start off when you're first meeting these members. telling them a little bit about yourself. You can give away something for free, but don't shoot an ad right out of the box. Do 2 or 3 mailings that you can end with a link or something, but you shouldn't really be emailing an ad to your list because they don't know you from a bar of soap. So let them get to know you before you shoot ads at them. Now, where do you go to email? If you're a silver member or higher, where do you email your people, your list? Very easy. Click on email. The first little icon box there says email trackers. That's where you want to go. So you're going to click on that box. And if you're allowed to mail, meaning 3 days have gone past since your last mailing, it will say 00, meaning you can mail now. And the way you do it, it will show you your last 5 mailings. What did you send out in the last 5 days? So let's go here. Takes a little while. When we're in a webinar, So Cool works more slowly than it does when you're just logging in. So you want to give it a little time. Now, you'll notice these are short emails, and I call it think short and talk big, because you want to be able to write an email that really has substance, but it only has 500 characters. So I have one here that I'm going to put. It's called an email squeak. We call this a squeak, but it really goes right to people's email addresses. Now, I want you to notice something when I put this ad in. I hope you can see this on the screen, but I'm not just sending out an ad. I am sending out an on your line capture page, on your list capture page. Now, I know that many of you are familiar with capture pages, but I want to keep growing my list. So I'm over at On Your List, and I created a capture page, and that's what I'm going to send to my list, because I want to get them on another list that I can contact them daily, which is at On Your List. So this is the URL that I'm putting in my squeak. So let's go back to direct squeak and let's catch this ad. Okay, so I got a subject line, making money online is just a walk in the park. Now, at the very end, I have a direct link to On Your List. But in the first instance, I want to capture their email and name on another list, completely different list that I use it On Your List. So there I go. Now, you want to know how many characters? It counts down for you. You put your ad in, and if you are over 500 characters, and guys, that's characters, not words, characters, it will read a negative number. So I still have 16 characters to use. I'm not going to, but you can see if you're over the 500 characters, your email won't go out. So make sure that you write a very short ad. All right, I'm going to check email to all followers. When you signed up to So Cool, you signed up with 3 areas of interest. And suppose you're selling cosmetics and you just want to mail to your cosmetic people. You can just check that and we'll go only to cosmetics. And let's say you signed up with blogging and promotion. You can mail just to those people. Or if you're a pet lover like I am and you have pet followers, you can mail something about pets. Or you can mail all of them, but I'm going to mail all of them so you see how it works. So now you go click to send a direct message. Now, this message is going to go right to the email addresses of my trackers, those 18 plus, and it's also going to show up in the members area. So you get 2 bites at the apple because you have your message going out to people's contact sign up emails, and if you go to Message Center, you're going to find it there, and it's in all of your trackers Message Center. Okay, so this is critical, guys. If you are a silver member, or even a bronze plus member, you can use the mailer. You must use it. It is so critical. And now I want to say a word to Bronze Plus members. I know that people, I'm going to do a little digression for a minute, because when you sign up to any site, make sure you're getting the best deal they offer. And here's, see where it says upgrade account? A lot of people want to try out a site. And there is nothing wrong with that. So if you want to try out a site, you can try it out at Bronze, at SoCool, or Bronze Plus. Bronze is $9.95 and Bronze Plus is $49.95. But I'll tell you why you don't want to do that, at SoCool at least. Bronze Plus is just like the silver membership at SoCool. Exactly the same. You can do everything you can do at SoCool except for one thing. You do not get 500 people added to your list when you're a monthly member. And we do that for a reason, because a lot of people try it and they drop out after a month or 2 or 3 because they're not using it. So we're not going to give you a list of 500 people to do that. Silver is a yearly membership, and you get the 500 people instantly. Well, not that we add them manually, but I mean, once you upgrade, we add 500 people to your list. And that's the list that you can start your emails to. So there is, first of all, if you can pay $297 a year, right, or $600 a year by paying $49.95. I know this sounds like we're talking ourselves out of money, which is true. But I want you to get the best value that we have at SoCool, and that is definitely silver, gold, and founder. Because here you're going to pay almost $600 or over $600, and here you're going to pay half. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And a lot of sites do this way. Look for your best deal. Always look for your best deal. It's very important. Here you can email your trackers, but you're only going to start out with like 10 trackers here or 20 trackers. Here you're going to start out with 500 plus. So this is a much better deal. And for those of you who came in at the one-time offer, $197, we have a spectacular bonus that I'll talk about later. But if you add $100 to your silver membership today, only for people who are on this webinar, you're going to get 3 years. We're going to extend your silver membership 2 more years. So when you pay $297, you're going to get 3 years of SoCool, and you're going to get 1,000 list members. So just keep that in mind while I'm talking here. Okay, so we said that one of the other places, the second most important part to do, and you can do this daily, is to post on SockWall. So let's go in. We did the email stuff. Let's go to the posting ability of SoCool. There are 3 places that you can post on SoCool. One is this post message box, which is fine, but like the email, it's very short, 500 characters. So you really want to go to SockWall, and it is a much stronger post if you post on SockWall, and it's very easy. Once you click on SoCool, on SockWall, sorry, got my SoCools mixed with my SockWalls, you just go to add a new SockWall. Why should you post on SockWall? For a lot of reasons. We ping, and we don't do this on the other posting boxes, we ping 33 weblogs with your post. Uh-oh. I'm getting feedback, and I have no idea why. What do I do, Phil? What? Oh, okay. Sorry, now I think we're all right. So we're at SockWall. I'm going to click this box. it is going to ping 33 weblogs, which you can see if you scroll over it, if you mouse over it, when I hit send. That's important because you are going to generate a unique link when you post on Sockwall. And it is going to, this pinging is going to tell the search engines that there's new content on the web. So that's a very important part of Sockwall. Now, Sockwall also, you can post as long as you want. You are not limited to 500 characters. So if you want to write a great article and it's 2,000 characters or 5,000 or 100,000 for that matter, that's too long. Nobody's going to read it if it's 100,000. But you can post whatever you like, and it can be as long as you like when you post on Sockwall. So let me get my Sockwall post, which is not a real long one, but this is one on Steal My Traffic. Remember, I told you that I was going to show you that when I promote, I promote using On Your List, most of the time a capture page, and here I'm promoting our traffic site, Steal My Traffic, because I can give a little bit longer explanation of what Steal My Traffic is. Okay, so I'm not going to do this now because I don't want to take up your time, but you can make this bold. You can change the font size so that we go to 2. It's a nice big one, and I make it red, and you can do all sorts of formatting and nice things with this. Plus, you can put in your logo or a video, and you can decide whether you want it to appear above the text or below the text. So this posting on Sockwall, and I also want to post it to all of the social networks and targeted blogs. So I'm going to select post to all of the social networks, and I'm going to select 2 targeted blogs. Now, I'm talking about advertising, so I'm going to post this on a blog called Cool Advertising. Anytime you make a post at Sockwall, you can add 2 targeted blogs. If you try to post something like about a wedding on Cool Advertising, it won't go through. So make sure that your post is relevant to the blog that you're posting on, because we have it set up that if you don't have certain words in your post, it's not going to post. I'm going to post on Cool Blogger because it's a blog I happen to like. So all you do is save your post. And again, it's going to take longer in the webinar, but to post it. And here is the really neat part. You see that your spot has been stolen, steal it back now. First of all, if you made an error and you want to edit it, you just go here and you can edit it. But I don't want to edit it. I think it's going to look fine. And the way we check that out is we go and we take a look at how it looks. Now, remember I told you I could put my logo up here, so I just have Sockwall going out with all of my posts. There's the little bit of formatting that I did where I made it red. And here is the really cool part about Sockwall. First of all, you see it's much longer than 500 characters. It gives you a unique link. There is no other link like this at any place on the net. And if you use that link, I think I'm going to have too many windows open. Let me just close some of this and get some of this out of the way. But you can take that link, you can promote it anywhere online. And the best part, you see, if I take that unique link, it brings me right back to my Sockwall posting. And the nice thing about this is, let's say somebody reads my article that I just posted and they say, no, I'm not interested in that. But what is this nice looking banner over here? I think I'll take a look at that. This clicks through, as you can see on the bottom, to my Sockwall affiliate link. Socool.com, Sockwall. And let's say that they don't wanted your ad that you just sent. This clicks through. Suppose they say get your own system. If they click on this, it's going to go through to my affiliate link. So using a unique link, especially a so cool one, if somebody doesn't like your article or doesn't like the particular product you sent out that day, that's fine. Maybe they'll sign up under you at So Cool. And of course, So Cool has lots of commissions involved with it. So this is a great use of your links. And the other thing that it lets you do is, some of you may be a member of our site called CoolPing. CoolPing is a really inexpensive way to advertise. Let me see if I remember one of my logins. Let's go into So Cool Silver. Okay. I put all of my on-your-list pages in CoolPing. I put any kind of, oh, go away, come on. There we go. Okay. I put any affiliate site that I'm doing a launch with somebody on Tuesday. I guarantee you my affiliate link for that will be in CoolPing. Any one of the sites I own, any one of the sites I promote, I put in here. If I have a particularly good article or ad that I put on Sockwall, I go here and I go add new URL, and all I have to do is type a keyword like steal my traffic. That's just the title of it. I stick my website in here. You don't need this. You can select a category. It's advertising. It's not a blog. It's a website. I save the URL. What happens? Every 3 days, my link will be pinged by CoolPing, and it will tell the search engines that my link is on there. Pay attention. And since it is a unique link that nobody else has, the search engines are far more interested in unique links than affiliate links. So that's the other reason for using Sockwall, is that you can put your unique links up. By the way, I'm going to tell you something, because I was promoting a site for somebody who bought our Cool Posts where we advertise for you. And it would not, they were promoting Empower Network, which I'm sure many of you know. So we post on our sites for people because we have big Twitter followings and Facebook followings and all that. We could not post his link on Twitter because it had the word Empower Network in it, and it's banned on Twitter, apparently, because it said we cannot let you post this link. This wasn't my link. It was one of our clients, and I let them know that we couldn't post it for him. Said, this is spammy. We won't let you post it, yada, yada. And they do that to a lot of sites, good sites, that aren't spammy and that are running legitimate businesses and all that. The way around that is to create a promo on Sockwall. Take your unique link that you just generated and use that instead if Twitter gets crazy and doesn't like the word empower or Empower Network. So there are a lot of reasons to post on Sockwall, and I just wanted to give you a few so you could see it. Now, when you post and you hit the post on all those social media sites, it goes to Facebook instantly. It goes to the other sites that we post to, which I'll show you in a minute, but it goes to Facebook instantly. And so if I log into my Facebook account, and I go to my Jane thing. If I got there quicker, you'd see it in the mainstream, but then it comes, you'll see that the thing I just posted was your spot has just been stolen, steal it back. And if I click on here, it's going to bring me back to my sock wall post. Now, it also goes out. Let's go back to the posting sites because I'm just going to go over one thing. If you're an upgraded members, you get different posting sites, but starting at silver, you get almost all the posting sites that we have. And if you go to where it says posting sites, you can add your Twitter account, Digo, Blogger, Facebook, Work with Friendly, all of these. And when I hit post to all sites, that's where it's going. It takes about 20 to 25 minutes, except for Facebook, to get to these other accounts because we can't hit them all at once or we'll get banned. So these are the targeted blogs that you can post to. You have to sign up. You don't have to sign up to all of them because you're not going to, if you don't sell phones, you probably don't need to sign up to Cool Phones. If you're not selling pet stuff, you don't have to sign up to Cool Pets. But if you're in advertising, we have Cool Advertising, Cool Entrepreneurs. What else do we have? You probably don't want Cool Politics if you're doing, it's Cool Money is a great one. Cool Businesswoman is a good one. I like Cool Blogger. That's a good one. So you can really pick the ones that you want to sign up to. And when you hit, it doesn't matter whether you're posting at Sockwall or, how do I get out of here? Okay, there we go. It doesn't matter whether you're posting on Sockwall or on the post message site or on Cool Wall, which we're going to do next. If you hit post on all social media sites and then choose 2 targeted blogs, your message will get out to that. Now, don't forget Cool Wall. Cool Wall is all over the net, right? A lot of sites carry Cool Wall, and it's up to 1.4 million people who see Cool Wall. Now, are they all going to see it at once? No. But that's how many people that your post can reach. It can only be 500 characters. And if you use Cool Wall, you must read this important note before you post on it. On the post message box and on Sockwall, you can put any link in there that you want to, as long as it's not hateful or porno link. But any regular link you can put in your other posts, but you cannot do that on Cool Wall. You can post your posted page, a cool page. I'm not going to go over all of these. A Cool Buzz page, a Sockwall 2 page, or any Sockwall page, Sockwall or Sockwall 2, and an on your list capture page. If you post the regular link, my support guys have no mercy. They go through and they delete it and they ban you from Cool Wall. Now, you can get out of being banned. You can write to us and say that you understand and you'll never post the link again on Cool Wall. But people don't want to read ads on Cool Wall. So here's what I'm going to post. I'm going to post the same ad that I did for my email, but I'm not going to put in the straight to on your list. I'm going to end and only use my on your list capture page. And the reason for that is I don't really care where people sign up. As long as I get them on a list, that's great with me. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to click. So I see I still have 87 characters, but I don't have to use them all. I'm going to click post on all networks. I'm going to select 2 blogs. Let me see if I can find Cool Entrepreneurs. I love that one. And Cool Games won't do me any good. I'm looking for Cool Businesswoman. If I can't find it, we'll do Cool Advertising, but somewhere in here. Oh, Cool Fashions, that's nice, but it doesn't apply to where I'm posting. Oh, Cool Money. I'm going to do that because this has to do with a business op as well as an advertising thing. So you're not finished posting until you hit update. So you post on all networks. First, you have to make sure you enter your details. It won't. People write to me and say, my post didn't make it to Facebook. No, it didn't. If you didn't add your Facebook details under the posting sites, it will not show on Facebook. But it will show if you add your details to those post message boxes. By the way, we have a wonderful partner. I know that some of you don't want to do that you don't want to sign up to all those sites. So let me just show you. This course is not free. It's not our service, but it's a great service that I use and a lot of you have used. If you go to our partner sites, I think it's on partner sites. Yeah, profiles done for you. This is a professional group that will set up your social media sites and your targeted blogs, and they will even enter it into SoCool. The cost is one time $197. If you can swing it, you don't have to use an outside service. You can set up your own sites yourself. And you don't have to do them all at once. Do, 2 or 3 a day. But if you want somebody to take it off your hands, these guys are great. And you can order. It takes about 10 business days. But they set up your profiles at all of these social media sites really professionally. So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay, so let me put up here for a minute, because you've now seen what I consider. There are many other parts of SoCool, and if you go to training, you'll be able to see them. But you just saw what I do every single day. I post on CoolWall. I post on SockWall. Sometimes I post twice on SockWall. And I email my list every 3 days. Now, we are doing something really interesting, and let me put it up on the screen. I feel so strongly. I know that a lot of you are not list builders. It is not easy to build a list. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we build your lists for you on autopilot. So if you upgrade to silver or higher, you will start out with a list. You will start out with a huge number of tokens that auto build your list, and you will always have a list to mail to at SoCool, and it will always be a growing list. So that's very important, because you'll always be reaching your old list, but you will always be getting new members on. I want you to take a look at what we did this on St. Patrick's Day, and it is the only other time we have offered this bonus, where you pay the regular price of $297 for the SoCool Silver membership. And what I do manually is go into your account and extend your next billing date for 2 more years. So you pay now, and you don't pay for another 2 years. So it's 3 years total for a 1-year membership. It is a sensational offer, because not only are you going to get all of the silver applications, of which we did only 3 today, but you are going to start off with 1,000 list members that we add for you. And we are going to give you, what did we do with the tokens, Phil? Did we do 10 million tokens? Yeah. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get 10 million tokens at SoCool. That's going to grow that 1,000-person list. On autopilot, you don't do a thing. Believe me, you do not do a thing. It will grow. You get 1,000 instant list members that you can mail, just like I showed you, every 3 days. And you can, of course, use SockWall like I showed you, and you can get in front of 1.4 million every single day, once a day. This is an extraordinary offer. I am not, when we put up the recording, which we will do for this webinar, this will not be on it. So only people who are in attendance today can upgrade. Now, I know that many of you may have upgraded for the one-time offer of $197. You can add, we have on here, Phil, right? They can pay an extra. Oh, you didn't put it on here. No, Phil forgot this. Oh, it's on the follow along. Okay, I'm on the wrong thing. So we didn't want people who paid for the 197 where you got 500 list members and 7.5 million tokens. That is a great value. But if you do want to extend it to the first offer where you get an additional 500 members because you already got your first 500, and you get 2.5 more thousand tokens, and you get 2 free years. All you need to do is pay $100 more. So you're all going to end up paying the same thing if you want the 3-year bonus silver membership. But I still am, maybe I'm missing it. Get this special here. Okay, now you're welcome. Not everybody can afford the 297. You're welcome to sign up as a regular silver member for 197, and that you can get here. Phil, I actually, maybe I'm missing it, but no, I'm talking about for members who have paid 197 and they would like to take advantage of this. They're not going to pay 297. All you need to do is contact Phil or me through support, and you can pay an extra $100 and we'll give you the whole benefit of it. Oh no, he does have it. Never mind. I goof. Phil thought about it. Click here. Okay, this is true. If you paid 197 and you are a silver member of SoCool, you can take advantage of this new deal, meaning we'll extend your membership for 3 years total. We will give you 500 more list members and we'll give you more tokens. You can do that by paying an extra $100. So I wanted it to be fair for everybody. So some of you may just pick up the 297 today, and that's great, and you'll get everything we mentioned. But if you're already a silver member and you would like to take advantage of the bonus, you just pay an extra $100, and that gets you to the same amount, 297. Okay, so that's the bonus. These are other sites that you should take a look at. SoCool we talked about today. On your list is a one-time payment, guys, of either $47 or $114 to create the easiest, fastest capture pages that I have ever seen, and they are beautiful. And if I can do this, anyone can do it because I am a tech idiot. This is like you put in your words here, and then you put in your URL here, and you click save, and you pick your background here. It is so easy to do this. It literally, when I do a demo on your list, it literally takes me less than 60 seconds to do a capture page. And they really come out beautifully. So if you're not a member of On Your List, you should be using capture pages. I don't care where you're promoting or what you're doing, especially outside lists. If you're promoting on any outside list that you've bought into, always use a capture page and get people on your own list. And on your list, there's an On Your List a mailer, which is really like an autoresponder. But if you don't want to use that and you're a member of GetResponse or Aweber or Traffic Wave or GVO or ListWire or lots of other, you can attach your own autoresponder if they're the more popular autoresponders. But there's a bunch of them that you can use and make a capture page. Cool Ping, I showed you what you should be doing with this site. I don't care what you're promoting. This site is $7.25 per month for 25 URLs. And you don't, once you put them in, unless you want to change them, you don't do another thing. We automatically ping the web blogs for you with using your 25 URLs. We do it every 3 days. It's just adds to your advertising. It's so cheap. It's so easy. Everyone should be doing this. As I said, I put all of my sock wall pages into Coolping. I put all of my capture pages into Coolping. And I put, well, we haven't gone over Cool Search, but you can do a lot of wonderful articles at one of our sites. I put them in. I shouldn't say I put all my sock wall posts. If I'm just doing a regular ad, I might not add it. But if I have a special article that I did on sock wall, it will go into Coolping. So you cannot even have, I have hundreds of URLs in Coolping. And a lot of you should buy, because I know you guys, you let your credit cards expire, God only knows. So you go to the trouble of putting 25 URLs in. You pay $7.25 a month, and then into your third month or your fourth month, your credit card expires. Automatically, the script removes all of your 25 URLs. Try to think ahead, especially if you're one of those people who don't pay any attention to when your credit cards expire, and you put one in that expires next month. You do not want to set up 25 URLs and have them expire. So go for 6 months or a year. It is such cheap advertising. You will love this site, Coolping. You can also, when somebody in your downline or at your own site asks you for help, where should I go to start a little bit of advertising, send them to Coolping. You'll earn a commission. It's an affiliate program. This site is just blowing my mind. I can't believe Steal My Traffic. If you're not a member, sign up to Steal My Traffic, even if you sign up free. But if you sign up, it's $97 for a pro account and $197 lifetime one-time payments for an executive account at Steal My Traffic. And it is unbelievable the traffic we are getting to this site. And I keep sending out my stats because I set up an account there, and it was about 30 days ago or 31 days ago now. I don't remember. But I have something like 369,000 hits to my 5 URLs that I get over here. And I'm getting a 21, it was 23% click-through, and it fell off a little since we launched. I get a 21% click-through rate to my site. I have never said, really, Phil is a genius. I don't know how he does this stuff, but it's just great. So this is a way, by the way, this does not substitute for mailers. Mailers, this is sending traffic to your site. We auto-submit for you when you become a pro or expert member. That is not a substitute for mailing. It just isn't. It's not really going to get you a whole lot of sign-ups or sales. It gets your rankings up on search engines. But boy, is it worth it. And it also, of course, has a 50% affiliate program. So you're going to love this site. People are loving this site. If you want to stay free, you can log in and watch sites, and you can keep stealing your own site back. But it's much better if you don't have a lot of time just to sign up as a pro or an executive member. Pay once, be done with it. We'll submit for you hundreds of times a day for life. And you can always, of course, edit your sites. So we have a few more minutes. I know that you guys have been talking with Phil and asking him questions. If you have any questions at all that you'd like to ask, feel free. I'm going to try to find my friend, Frank Sousa here. And Frank, I don't know if you have a, I hope he's still here. Oh my God. Yes. Okay, Frank, I'm unmuting you. Do you have what do you call it? I forget, a microphone. Thank you, Phil. I knew there was a name. Anyway, if you have a microphone, get on and say hello. I miss you so much. I'm just waiting to see if Frank has a mic. Mr. Sousa, do you have a mic? Come say hello. By the way, if you go to Let me see if I can get up here. Experience it. Where is it? You're going to see Frank. I have to get on another page so I can see our, So Cool Stars. Okay. If you have 1,000 members at So Cool, which by the way, if you take that $297 deal, you're going to have 3 stars that will show on your posted page. And if you get 5,000, you get 4 stars. And if you get 10,000, you get 5 stars. And we have a lot of people who are the So Cool Stars. They go on for pages and pages. But as you can see, my friend Frank Sousa has 16,283 people tracking him. So I remind him, always offline. I'm going to kill him. Anyway, I remind him to email his trackers every 3 days, because that is a nice big list. And oh, okay. Okay, good. He's coming back. But you can see we have a lot of members with 6,000, 8,000. Then it goes down to 4,000, and it goes on. There are pages and pages of So Cool Stars of people who are building lists. And if they are upgraded to silver or more, they are emailing these lists. And I cannot tell you, you can see this goes on and on, how difficult, having built a few lists in my time, I'm sort of known as a list builder, but I cannot tell you how hard it is and what slow going is. Remember the words patience and persistence that we talked about in the beginning? Boy, to build your own list, guys, you need a lot of patience and a lot of persistence. And it's so cool. We're building nice, big lists for you. If you join even outside lists that you mail to, you're going to see that they grow very slowly. They maybe in their first launching week, they'll get 800 or 1,000 if they have some partners who are promoting for them. But you can go back 6 months later and find that they have a 2,000 person list, which is great. It's still worth mailing to a 2,000 person list, but it's even better if you can start off with 1,000 people or 500 people and then have it auto grown for you and then be able to email them. There is no limit to how many people you can get on your list at So Cool. Well, there is a limit because we have about 110,000 members. So I guess if you could, the limit is right now it's 110,000. But since it grows all the time, there really is no limit on what kind of a list you can grow. So I don't want to keep you guys. I know it's a Saturday, so any of you have to run, but we're going to stay here for a few more minutes while Phil is answering questions. No, he's offline. Well, it says here offline. Yeah, I can't get Frank. I have to call him, but I have to apologize for not getting him to him sooner. But if you don't know Frank, get to know him. You can start tracking him on So Cool because he is a really cool guy. Okay, so anyone who has a mic and wants to come on, let Phil know, and I'll unmute you if you have a question or you just want to say hello or whatever you want to do. You can either ask Phil or give him your name, and I'll unmute you and we can talk. If you just simply have a question that you want Phil to answer, you can type it in the chat box. If you can swing the $297 2 years free 1,000 person list and 10 million tokens for $297, and then you don't pay again for 3 years, take advantage of it. If you're already silver and you paid the OTO offer $197 and you have the $100, pay the $100 today and we will upgrade you and we will add 500 more people to your list and another 2.5 million tokens, and then of course we'll give you 2 years free. It is such a good deal. You're not going to find a better deal especially one where you can get a list. You're not going to find a better one on the net. So I hope that some of you can swing it and take advantage of it. It is a manual upgrade. So that means when you pay, your site is, you're still going to read free. Give us a little bit of time. We will get to you. We will upgrade you manually, add all your bonuses, extend your payment time for the 2 years free, and you'll get a detailed welcome letter from me, which will tell you a lot about SoCool and also will let you know that you've been upgraded to silver, and that your bonuses have all been added. So once you pay, don't get flustered if you still say, oh, my site is free. We'll get to you. We usually have a lot of people take advantage of this kind of bonus. So, hey, Frank. Sorry, guys. I'm talking to Frank on the phone. I was trying to get you on a microphone. Oh, jeez. we we were wondering what happened to you. Oh, okay. No, I thought something, something. Frank just plugged in his microphone, folks. I'm telling everybody your story here. We're still online. And then he crashed his computer, so he's now on the phone with me, and you won't be able to hear him. Sorry about that. Anyway, Frank, I showed them your 16,000 person list there and told them that I'm always reminding you to please email that list. So. Oh, the magic bullet. Yeah, Frank Sousa and I wrote a book. How many years ago was that? 4 or 5 years, something like that. It's called The Magic Bullet. Right, The Magic Bullet. Where do they go to get that link? Because it's really an interesting book. Amazon, right? Yeah, we don't know where to buy it, guys, but we did write a book together. It, oh, yeah, Frank is reminding me. Let me tell them the story because they can't hear you. Frank and his wife, Carol, came to visit us in New York. We were all going down to a cruise, a marketing cruise, and they stopped over in New York. And the night they were staying in a midtown hotel somewhere in the 30s, and I turned on the news. I knew they were in town and we were going to meet them the next morning. I turned on the news in New York and there's a bomb scare. And it is right near the hotel that they were staying at. And I turned to Phil. I said, oh my God, I've got to get hold of them. I don't know if, Anyway, it turns out they were all right. And I probably scared the bejesus, right? You didn't know there was a bomb scare, right? They didn't know there was a bomb scare, so I probably scared them, oh my God, these people have come to New York and there's a, yeah, right. So, anyway, the next day we did all go out on the town and it was great fun. But if you come to New York, be sure to tell me not to call you if there's a bomb scare, because I know that I scared the bejesus out of them. But we're used to this in New York, we're always having things like that. So, okay, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Phil, are you still answering questions or you're still online? Let me, can I call you back in about 5 minutes because we're still online? Okay, I'll call you back. Bye. Oh, that was so nice. Sorry, guys. Sorry you didn't get to talk to Frank because he is a really, Frank helped develop Traffic Geyser, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with. It's one of the best submitting sites on the net, and he was some of the brains behind that wonderful site. And we've been friends ever since. And for those of you, I'm not sure that I can go this year, but next year I'm going to go. Phil and I every year go on something called the marketing cruise, which was a setup by Mike Filsane. If you guys have to go, feel free. It's fine. I'm just shooting the breeze here. Um, but it is a very interesting cruise. We've met some of our best partners by going on this marketing cruise, and it goes every January. Usually like January 14th or anyway, it's a 10-day cruise. It's just wonderful. And all these fabulous marketers come on. And we don't spend a lot of, it's not like going to a seminar where, you spend all day in classes and things that people are teaching. It's just like a cruise, and there are special events, of course, that Mike does and people who speak, but it's not overwhelming at all. Most of the time you're just sitting around and schmoozing and having dinner with other marketers, and it is great fun. And it is not expensive because they go on the Carnival line and they get great discounts because they bring some. Usually they fill about a quarter of the ship, so there are a lot of marketers walking around. And if you can go on that ship, I'll send it out as it gets closer to next year's trip. The reason I can't go next year is because Phil and I go to Canada to renew his visa in January. So every other year we need to miss it because he has to keep renewing his visa. But the following year I'll be on it. So that would be 2016, I guess. But you guys should, if you can, you should start getting out. Plan to go to at least one marketing event a year somewhere. It can be in your area, or pick out a marketer that you like that does events. We did that for years. We don't do it as much now, but that's only because I had this whopping hip replacement operation in November, which put me out of commission for months and months. But we make it our business to go at least once a year to a seminar and meet other marketers and get to know them, because you can do some great JVs. And believe me, you do not have to have huge lists or even know what you're doing. You will learn so much because, everybody thinks, oh, these big marketers come down and they only talk to each other and yada yada. If they're really good marketers and they're really people lovers like Phil and I are, they don't care who you are. They will teach you, talk to you. I have learned so much from them. What? Oh, if you want to know about Mike Filsame's cruises, go to Sokule, Sokule, one word, cruises, Cruises, sokulecruises.com, and you will see what they're doing this year. And if you want to go, this year meaning next January, I guess it'll be 2015. But boy, if you can go there, you will have the best time of your life. And if you wait 2 years, you'll still see Phil and I on it too. We just can't make it next year, but the year after we'll be there. All right, so are we going to wrap this up now, Phil? Because my cat is sitting on the computer. I have Dr. Pepper's on. Okay, guys, I want to thank all of you for coming, and I hope that this was instructive for you, that you got to know a little bit about Sokule. And if you have any questions, just contact us. Oh, you can get hold of Phil at JPE Orders. I'm putting it on here at gmail.com. If you forgot to ask something, you can get hold of me at sokule1 at gmail.com if you have any questions. Or you can always contact us through support. If you contact us through support, please use a Gmail address. We always answer our support questions. Always, always, always. Usually within 10 hours at the most, but it's We're in and out of there all day long. Our support people are too. We will answer you, don't worry. But if you give us a Hotmail address or an AOL or Earthlink or whatever, you probably won't get our answers. You'll think we're terrible, that we never answer our support, but we do answer it. So if you have a question, don't be shy. Contact us. Okay, see you soon. I'm going to close this up.